Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. Today, we are discussing a special edition of 50 pieces launched at Dubai Watch Week in 2021, a collaboration between Moser Cie and Ahmed Siddiqui and Sons. You can see the watch is based on the Heritage Center Seconds, and this is a lovely established 1878 edition of the Heritage Bronze. So Heritage Bronze, established 1828, you can see written out in Cyrillic on what's described as a black gold sunburst dial. The watch is 42 millimeters in diameter in a combination of bronze and titanium. It measures 11.3 millimeters thick and 46 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw the watch on my wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters circumference, and the watch wears beautifully. Wire lug watches always wear small, even when they're large. And the watch is only 46 millimeters from lug to lug, so I would even recommend that a 13.5 centimeter circumference wrist would want to try this watch on. It's feather light in bronze, titanium, and sapphire, and we have a 7-day return policy, so if you find it's a little bit big, you can always send it back. But I do think that even a woman could try this on, wear it well. A guy with a smaller wrist, all the same. Taking a look at the profile, it's flat, it has a domed bezel, it slides easily beneath the dress cuff, even though it is a very sporty watch. Taking a quick look at the strap, it's kudu, a leather often used by Moser. It's a distressed, minimally tanned gray leather with a sheer cut side, a monotone stitch, and on the underside we have gray calfskin. You can see it is a Moser factory strap in outstanding condition, unworn. And if, like me, you're wondering what a kudu is, open a different window, keep me streaming, and look it up. You can see it has antlers. Interesting animal. Even better as a strap. Taking a quick look at the buckle, it is bronze to match the case, and it has the Moser logo on it. The case, as with most Moser cases, features little evacuations in the profile. Here, instead of a concave profile, as you'll see on the Endeavors, we have little recesses with vertical coining, so minimal decoration, but we do have some definition on each side. It breaks up the expanse of the case and prevents it from looking spare or austere. This watch is designed after Moser watches from the first third of the 20th century that were in this style, though don't call it a pilot's watch because Moser doesn't. They say that they were pocket watch conversions, inspired by pocket watch conversions, early field watches, and possibly early aviators' timepieces. But this watch is being described solely as a reference to Moser's heritage. Watches like this existed. What was their intent? Who knows? But heritage is what they're calling this one. You can describe it as a pilot's watch if you want. Taking a quick look at the dial, they call it black gold. It's a fume fade. You can see light at the center, darker at the edge with a metallic sunburst grain that radiates out from the center. You have that smoked fume and solid blocks of Globalite ceramic lume are used for the numerals. So this is a material that came out in 2016, and it's a combination of ceramic and superluminova. So you can see these are applique numerals. They're not transferred or printed, so they have length, width, and height. We have at center a combination of two broadsword hands with some cathedral-like elements in that they've been segmented, and then we have a lollipop counterweighted lancet-style seconds hand and a railroad track outboard for reading our minutes and seconds. We'll do a lume shot. The watch has plenty of lume. Taking a quick look at the numerals, you can see they do have height above the dial, and the watch is incredibly legible in the dark. Taking a quick look at the reverse side. This is a standard automatic movement used in many Moser watches. It's the HMC 200 bidirectional winding with a magic lever style pawl-based winding system. It uses unlubricated ceramic rotor bearings for max efficiency. It has a 72-hour power reserve. It beats away at 6 beats per second. It does feature hacking or stop seconds, so you can set it to a reference time. And it's shock tolerant thanks to a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance. My favorite details here include the double crested Côte de Genève, the rotor with 3 different finishes, the solarization of the rotor bearing, also the stud holder, which is a lovely anti-whiplash spring, and there's a black polished triangular stud inside of it. 30 meters water resistant. Moser's subsidiary Precision Engineering makes all the tough parts of this watch, makes the assortment. So Moser in-house makes the escapement, the hairspring, and the balance, all of these pieces, including the recessed bolt free-sprung aerodynamic balance that you see right here. There are other features, including black polished screws. We have beveling, Mechanically applied but handsomely applied on the edge of the bridges. We have satination on the wheels as well as the core of the crown wheel. You can see that the teeth of the crown wheel have been black polished, and so have the teeth of the ratchet wheel atop the barrel. All screw heads are black polished, and we have two different sizes of engine turned perlage on the base plate. It's quite tidy and attractive with satination across the top of the balance bridge. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. A little bit about that established 1828 business. Originally, Heinrich Moser, a native of Schaffhausen, Switzerland, established the company watchmaking under his own name in St. Petersburg back in the 1820s. He would establish what were then called Moser stores, but would today probably be described as monobrand boutiques. Russia, right up until the Revolution, was a major market for Moser watches, and although production was ultimately consolidated in Schaffhausen, the Russian market remained a major source of demand for Moser watches well into the 20th century. Again, reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.